Good Saturday morning, SLT tribe. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. Thank you for allowing me to bring you this general energy reading for today. Again, Saturday, February the 26th, 2022. I'd like to request that you like, subscribe, comment, share, hit the notification button. Everything that you do helps the growth of this channel, and it is very, very, very gratefully appreciated. So we're going to use the Crow Tarot today to see what the energy of today is. We'll call in our guides, guardians, protectors. Please bring us what it is that we need to know. Any guidance would be greatly appreciated. Okay, so the Chariot really wanted to come out. So we have the Four of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Chariot. So right off the bat, what I want to say, what I'm hearing is you don't have to be so inward with everything, right? You don't have to hold everything so close. You don't have to build up this wall. You have a lot of balance going in one way, but then again, you're very closed off in another way, in other ways. So you may be very, very balanced in spirituality, but may be very closed off when it's putting that out there. You may be balanced, very balanced in your money, but may be very closed off and have a wall up in regards to spending it. You may be very good, have this great balance in your relationship, but very closed off when it comes to, or has a wall up when it comes to having a conversation or being dynamic in your relationship, or saying what you have to say, or standing in your power. So the Moon is all about realizing and understanding that you're stronger than you think you are. You're wiser than you think you are. You're more powerful than you think you are. Sometimes it may feel like you're a caged bird or a fish out of water. But if you follow that intuition, follow your intuition, and follow that connection to source, and listen, right? So we as humans having this spiritual experience have a hard time focusing and listening to what spirit or source has to say. We have a hard time focusing and listening to our intuition, which is probably why sometimes more than not, we feel as if we are out of our elements when we talk about balancing, and when we talk about manifesting, and we talk about visualization, and when we talk about meditation, and when we talk about connecting to source and higher self, and balancing the chakras, and we feel very very uncertain, right? We feel like a fish out of water. We don't know what to do. How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you do that? And in reality, we have all of that knowledge within us, and it's about expressing that knowledge, about breaking down those walls and breaking down that feeling of uncertainty or insecurities when it comes to having that balance wherever the imbalance is in your relationship or in your life. Then we have the Chariot, and it's about taking that connection to source and spirit, taking what it is that you know, paying attention to your dreams, understanding that you are more than what you give yourself credit for, and you're more knowledgeable than what you give yourself credit for. You're more powerful than what you give yourself credit for. You are more understanding than you give yourself credit for. You are more, you have this, we all have, you, me, we all have this amazing ability to tap into what others would say is an unreachable power, right? We all have that, but we have to be ready, or have the desire to move forward, to move past those ego feelings of, you know, feeling like the fish out of water, or feeling imbalanced, or feeling caged, or feeling like not we don't know how to step into our power or step into a higher knowledge, right? We have to move past all of that uncertainty and all of that chaos that we feel when we're on the precipice of a transformation. We have to move past that in order to succeed, right? And so the energy around this is the temple path and the angel of love. So the temple path is finding a place that is just for you, a place that brings you into center, a place that helps you balance, a place that brings all of the imbalance into balance, a place that you can meditate and connect with your true self and source, and connect with love, loving yourself, paying attention to your well-being. And I think we have a tendency to look on the outside of ourselves for love, and we forget that the main focus of love that we should be focusing on, the main part of love that we should be focusing on, is within ourselves. Because if we're not loving ourselves, and if we're not taking care of our own well-being, and if we're not finding that solitude and that power within ourselves, there isn't an external force that is going to help that, right? Or to magnify that. So we're being called to stand in our own power, right? To empower ourselves and allow the blessings to come, right? We have this wonderful ability within ourselves to be able to manifest, right? So this whole reading is talking about bringing balance back into your life as a whole, right? Finding those places within yourself and in your environment that are out of balance, bringing it into balance, finding that power within yourself, using your intuition, connecting to source. And because we all can do it, we all have the ability to do it, and moving forward into a time of love and well-being and empowerment, so you're able to manifest those blessings that you desire in your life. Because the probability of manifesting or standing in your own power and receiving these blessings of well-being in your life, coming from a place from imbalance, coming from a place of not connecting to a higher power or a higher source, not connecting to self, not stepping into your own power, and not moving forward, is the probability of you manifesting from that type of place is not a very good probability, right? There has to be this balance of how we feel, what we say, what we think, what we project in our lives in order for this manifestation to come. And what that balance is you standing in your own power, knowing your worth, showing love to self, paying attention to your well-being, not focusing on things that have happened in the past and letting that be the foundation of your existence, and just moving forward. There are things that are going on in this world that we may scream about, and we may pound our hands, together, and scream and yell and be verbally irate about. But in reality, is there anything that you can physically do about it? And if there's not, then why put so much emphasis on the anger and the chaos that you feel about it? Because that isn't doing anything to help that situation. It is, however, cutting you off from the manifestations and the blessings that are around you. So instead of coming from a place of anger and resentment and chaos, come from a place of love and find that peace and solitude within oneself. And if you want to do something great for the injustices of the world, send out those blessings of love, right? Transmute that anger and that chaos that you feel from not being able to physically do anything about the injustices of the world or injustices in your life, and transmute that to love and spread that love out, right? And even though it's not you physically, it is you spiritually doing something. And the more people we have doing that, what changes that we can make, right? Not only within our lives, but within in our personal space, in our community, and in the world around us. So today is all about being balanced and knowing the true power within oneself and moving past that headspace of feeling uncertain or feeling unworthy or feeling like you don't know what you're doing or feeling very uncertain about your gifts or the power within self, right? Um, Connect to source, listen to your intuition, and allow spirit to help you follow that path. Allow spirit to guide the way. Pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to the signs. They're all around you. We just have to drop that mask that we wear and allow our spirit eyes to see, right? Okay, thank you so very much for allowing me to do this reading for you today. It's been a pleasure. And until next time, bye.